Hey guys, David here, and welcome to Digital Outlook. Guys, do we have another amazing video for you today? SEC signals no plans to appeal. So guys, let's get to it. So guys, as we all know, big deals have been happening for XRP just in the last few days. Massive. And of course, one of the biggest questions is the SEC going to get out there and appeal this ruling from Judge Annalisa Torres? Well, guys, there is a lot of conjecture to be sure, but I want you to just check out this article right over here. Look at this. Big news for Ripple. SEC signals no plans to appeal ruling. Just came out today and in the last few hours. Now listen to this. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has signaled it will not appeal Wednesday's ruling by Judge Torres in the legal battle with Ripple. The case concluded on August 7th with the company facing a civil penalty significantly less than what the SEC originally demanded. Of course, they were looking for almost $2 billion, weren't they? Now, Judge Torres' decision mandated that a $125 million civil penalty for securities violations relates to sales to institutions back from 2013, along with a disgorgement of $0. Now that is a stark contrast to approximately $2 billion in damages initially sought by the SEC, which were comprised of 800 and some million, I think 876 million in disgorgement, plus the interest that went along with that, and on, plus a penalty. Now, additionally, an injunction was imposed to prevent further violations of the Section 5 of the Securities Act, but it does not affect Ripple's ability to get out there and sell XRP to institutions for on-demand liquidity, guys. They fixed that problem. They changed the contracts in the course of this lawsuit so that they would not be violating, securities laws when they make those sales. So guys, I believe we're going to see a massive uptick in institutions right here in the United States utilizing XRP and Ripple's payments, which used to be on-demand liquidity. Now, the SEC breaks silence on the Ripple ruling. While Ripple's executives immediately commented on the ruling via X, celebrating the ruling as a victory, the U.S. agency remained silent. However, Fox Business journalist Eleanor Terrett reached out to the SEC on Thursday and obtained a statement which could indicate major news for Ripple. The SEC said, quote, "The court granted the SEC's motion for remedies, including an injunction barring Ripple from committing additional violations of the securities laws and significant civil monetary penalties totaling more than 12 times the amount Ripple suggested was appropriate. As the court found, the fact that Ripple has shown a willingness to push the boundaries of the court's summary judgment order evinces a likelihood that will eventually, if it has not already, cross the line. Furthermore, the U.S. agency expressed its satisfaction that the court also recognized the egregiousness of Ripple's conduct and acknowledged that there is no question that the recurrent, highly lucrative violation of Section 5 is a serious offense. Now, the SEC spokeswoman continued, as court after court has stated, the securities laws apply when firms offer and sell investment contracts regardless of the technology or labels that they use. Well, of course, if they're investment contracts that are dependent on the efforts of others, well, ODL is not like that anymore, guys, and there's no dependence like it was with those 2013 investment contracts. Thus, both parties seem to perceive the outcome as favorable. Now, Ripple celebrates the drastic reduction in fines, while the SEC highlights the court's support for its interpretation of securities laws and penalties imposed. Based on this, Eleanor Terrett speculated, I feel an appeal of the remedies ruling from either side is unlikely. I think it's more likely that the SEC would appeal the July 2023 ruling now that final judgment has been reached. But I say that while wearing my I'm not a lawyer t-shirt. And that's what it comes down to, guys. Do you think that the SEC is going to, go out there and try to get a bigger penalty? I don't either. And the big conjecture, of course, is the SEC actually going to go out there and sue, to change the status of XRP being not a security to a security? And guys, I do not believe it. And there's a lot of other legal analysts out there, and I'm not a legal analyst, who absolutely don't believe it either. And why is that, guys? Because the SEC could literally risk losing jurisdiction over the entirety of this digital asset space. And why is that? Well, because Judge Annalisa Torres, when she made that decision back there in July, it was based off of the very framework that the SEC had asked her to make that decision, the Howey test. And guys, all the prongs of the Howey test were not met. And as a result, XRP, in and of itself, was declared not to be a security, and especially, of course, the programmatic sales in the secondary market. It is not a security. XRP, you and I, when we went out there and bought it off the exchanges, we were not buying it from Ripple, so there was no absolute contract from Ripple to benefit us from their efforts. And on top of that, is it like a stock? No, it isn't. We don't get, to vote. We don't get shares. We don't get dividends based on Ripple's efforts, do we? Not at all. Guys, we went out there and we bought a commodity. That would be like saying that gold in itself is a security because, Barrick Gold over there happens to utilize it and sell it. That is how it is. It's totally ridiculous. And in fact, when you look at the Howey test, of course, that was dealing with all those Orange Grove contracts and things like that. Were the oranges ever securities? No, they weren't. If they were, all of the grocery stores in the United States would have had to register oranges with the SEC, as securities, wouldn't they? That's the way it is with XRP. It is not a stock. It is not like a security, is it? It's more like a commodity, a digital commodity and a utility, and that's what it is. And I do not believe the SEC wants to appeal that, have that heard in appeals court, and maybe even into the Supreme Court, and lose the potential to have a definition over all of these digital assets, guys, and absolutely lose. And what did they just do recently? Well, they went and amended their own lawsuit against Coinbase and Binance and all these exchanges, where they said, initially ADA and Solana and all these other ones were security. And then they went in and amended that, and they took that right out of there. Guys, they don't want to risk it. And I absolutely believe they are not going to appeal that decision that came out in July of 2023. Now, pro XRP lawyer Fred Rispoli agreed with Terrence's assessment, and he commented via X. This language from both sides is exactly what you would typically see from parties that are content with the ruling and do not want to appeal. Bam, right there. Now, Ripple CEO Garlinghouse and Chief Legal Officer Stuart Alderoty expressed clear satisfaction with the ruling on Wednesday. Garlinghouse emphasized the court's rejection of the SEC's hefty demands, celebrating the outcome as a victory for Ripple, the industry, and the rule of law. Alderoty highlighted the absence of fraud or financial harm allegations in the case, appreciating the court's rejection of the SEC's absurd financial demands. Now, right now, we are seeing the price is around what? At the time that they put this out there, around 60 some cents. Well, guys, I want you to see something right over here. Analyst sets XRP price roadmap from 60 cents to 36 bucks. Just listen to this right here. Over the past month, XRP has emerged as one of the best performing cryptocurrencies, experiencing double-digit gains while setting its sights on a long-term target, of course, of reaching $1 and beyond. Now, in a recent crypto analyst dark analysis, Crypto analyst Dark Defender outlined a clear roadmap for XRP, projecting its journey from the current levels around 60 cents to an ambitious target of 36 bucks. According to the analyst, XRP's price action is primarily driven by its technical structure rather than external factors such as the legal battle between Ripple and the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. Notably, XRP is currently trading near critical support of the level of 61 cents, which has served as a foundation for its recent price stability. Dark Defender emphasizes that this support is crucial for maintaining XRP's bullish momentum, which in fact it is. In fact, that case was the catalyst for sending XRP up, and by the way, guys, a bunch of assets with it, including Bitcoin. Now, if XRP manages to hold above this level, the next immediate target is 66 cents. Breaking above 66 cents would not only signal short-term bullishness, but also pave the way for much higher price targets. Now, according to Dark Defender, the current chart suggests that XRP is in wave 3, typically the most powerful wave in an Elliott wave sequence. And guys, just look at this pennant that it has been in for all of this time. Now, this one goes back literally all the way to 2018, where they saw that massive move. In 2017, it burst into this pennant, hit the top of it, bounced back down, bang up again, bounce back down, bang up again. And now look at, guys, and this is what he's talking about. We see a breakout of this and bam, bam, bam. It could be absolutely insane just how fast this moves. This move here, it was just tinkering on. Nobody back there was really expecting it. And all of a sudden, it just blew the doors off of everybody's expectations. Now, the primary resistance is observed near the 66 mark. A sustained move above this level could push XRP towards the first mid-level target of $1.03. Now, this level is particularly significant as it represents the threshold of the Ichimoku Cloud Extreme bullish zone on the monthly chart. Now, I don't know where they get all those names, but guys, you can see what he's saying here. Now, moving above $1.03 would signal strong bullish trend, potentially triggering a more extended rally. From here, XRP is expected to encounter resistance at $1.88, aligning with the 161.8 Fibonacci extension. Surpassing $1.88 could open the door to the next major resistance at $5.85 into new all-time high territory, which has historically been a significant hurdle for price movements. Now, the analysts suggest that if XRP maintains its bullish momentum, it could reach $18.22, which is the 361.8 Fibonacci extension, and potentially aim for the final target of $36.76. Guys, this is a big deal. Now, if XRP reaches that, its market capitalization will soar to approximately $2.02 trillion, representing an increase of nearly $1.99 trillion from its current market cap right there at $32 billion. And guys, there are folks out there that think, well, it can't hit those markets. You got to remember the world global money supply. Go look that up. Look up the visualization for that. It is truly amazing. I'll tell you what. Now, listen to this right over here. Ripple set to begin testing stablecoin launch after ending case with SEC. Do you think that is somehow just a coincidence? Totally, guys. Come on. Anyway, Ripple announced the private testing of its stablecoin Real RLUSD on XRP Ledger and Ethereum. Now, RLUSD is awaiting regulatory approval before users can purchase and trade with it. Now, listen to this right here. Ripple has begun testing its US dollar-backed Ripple USD stablecoin on the XRP Ledger and the Ethereum mainnet. According to an announcement on its X handle on Friday, the fintech company plans for the stablecoin to be released to the public following approval from authorities getting that regulatory clarity. How about that? Now, the company claims that RLUSD will be fully backed by the US dollar and pegged to its price 1-to-1. The asset will also be backed by short-term US treasuries and other cash equivalents. And what is being tokenized right now, guys, on the XRP ledger? You got it, US treasuries. Now, is that another check in your checkbox? I'll tell you what, amazing. Now, Ripple also claims that a third-party accounting firm will audit the reserve assets and provide monthly reports. Ripple initially announced its intention to launch a stablecoin in April. The company states that the stablecoin will help serve users by bringing high-quality assets to the XRP ledger. The new milestone comes days after ending 2-year regulatory brawl with the Securities and Exchange Commission, which lasted for over 4 years, dating back to December of 2020. Guys, we are watching it happen in real time, and I absolutely agree with Fred Rispoli, Eleanor Tarrant. The language that's coming out of both sides right now seems to say that neither one of them is gonna appeal, and that, my friend, is an absolutely massive signal. And should we see this thing break out like you got Dark Defender saying, it is going to be on like Donkey Kong. And this is where I say you got to get out there, get yourself educated, because I'm telling you, you do not want to miss it. What happened in 2017? I mean, a long time of accumulation was going on there. People just got tired, and they were, well, it was tinkering along. And when it exploded, it happened so fast you could not catch it. It was practically something you couldn't even digest. And guys, from the very low to the very high, that was a 60,000% move, absolutely revolutionizing people's lives. Well, I think what's coming next is going to be totally explosive. And guys, it could change the fortunes of many. You get out there, you research it for yourself, you come to your own conclusions. But for Judy and I, we have got that ticket, and we're ready to ride this thing right through the atmosphere. So guys, right now, at any time, this space could absolutely take off. And one thing is for certain, you want to have your plan in place when it does. And what our coaching program offers, that is where you and I can meet personally, one-on-one for 1 hour over Zoom. And during that time, I share with you our personal journey in that last bull run and what enabled Judy and I to experience some amazing financial success. I share with you the mistakes we made so that you don't have to fall into the same pitfalls we did. We take a look at your portfolio and make sure that it's balanced towards your goals, and we work together to develop your exit strategy. We can even get your assets off an exchange and onto a hardware wallet, along with delivering to you some amazing techniques that are really going to help you in this space. Now, the cost of that is $250, and if that's something that interests you, you write me right there at coaching@thedigitaloutlook.com, and we'll get y'all booked in. So guys, I truly hope that you enjoyed today's video, and as always, it's not financial advice, it's just my 2 cents. Hit the like and subscribe, and drop your comments right down there in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.